welcome to TNR's podcast. And congrats on your Best of UC win.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you for being on today. If you guys want to introduce yourselves.
Yeah, I'm Dylan Lopes. I'm a third year at UC, and I'm the drummer for the Manatee.
I'm Isaiah Poe. I'm also a third year at UC, and I play bass in the Manatee.
I'm Annabelle Taylor. I do lead vocals and rhythm guitar for Oh the Manatee.
Amazing. To start it off, what made you guys into a band? I know we talked about it a little bit, but like just you guys want to know?
So it was actually, I feel we all kind of have, our own stories on how we all met each other. To start off, I was, already very good friends with Annabelle, ever since freshman year, and just from, mutual friends and social media, just from networking through that, I asked like on, I think it was like the UC story.
Yeah.
I rarely do that. But Isaiah reached out and, he said he was interested in starting a project, and, Steven, we met through mutual friends, and that's kind of how it all became to be. We just enjoyed meeting each other, and we make a good team.
We actually originally when I reached out to Dylan, it was before the Manatee was even a thing, and we were actually going to start our own project with a different guy, but that all fell through when it came to like musical differences. We stopped talking for a little while, and then when he formed Oh the Manatee with Annabelle, he invited me to join. That was really cool.
And honestly, like the way Dylan and I decided on it was we talked about just making a band for so long, and we never really took it seriously. Like it'd kind of just be like a party little thing. You're at a party and you say it. But we were like, okay, we have to hold ourselves to this. We are going to do it this time. And I'm so glad we did.
I know one of your band members is gonna be here today, so
Steven?
Yeah. But I did see your new EP has been released.
Yes.
Congrats,
Yeah.
guys.
Thank
Your
you
first
so much.
one.
Thank
Do
you.
you guys want to talk a little bit about it?
Sure. I'll leave it to these guys, but we're really excited. It came out a week ago today. We're just super happy that people have the opportunity to listen to us if they want to.
Yeah, I mean, by the time this comes out, I think it'll be out for about a month. But I mean, the whole writing process, it all started with Tailgate. We wrote that back in May.
Yeah, around
Around
then.
then, that came out as a single in September, and then we kept our noses down and kept writing and recording. And I mean, shout out Nolan Moore, also known as Nolan Brazil, is our producer. He did wonderful work with us as always. But we took a cabin trip down to Red River Gorge. We wrote 3 of the 5 songs on that trip, being Halfway, Ladybug Lady, and Crown. Yeah, and the rest is kind of history from there.
Yeah, it's been a great time. I mean, we definitely wanted to go into certain themes with our lyrics and everything in our songs. And I think we did that pretty well. It's kind of just like a emotional delivery of a bunch of different emotions and feelings.
I will say I listened to it on my way here. So
Thank you. Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much.
Thank you.
I thought it was really good.
Thank you.
I will say.
We're glad you enjoyed it.
Yes. Well, because it just came out, what would you say your favorite song to write was on the track?
Oh,
I have an answer.
I
off
also
the
have
bat.
an answer.
Mine's Crown. I had a lot of rhythmic freedom when writing that, and thanks to the other members. And I feel like it really encapsulates, such an emotion that, I haven't had a lot of experience exploring, at least, musically, and just creating that, and also having some time signature changes and stuff like that. It was really cool to see that, be released.
Yeah. I'd honestly probably say my favorite writing process was Crown too. It was Dylan and I were inside with the drum kit, and Steven and Annabelle were outside actually writing Ladybug Lady. And it started off with like, hey, I want you to play a riff that's like kind of spacious, something that leaves me room to mess around with, and one thing led to another with the way the song kind of formed into place. It went away from the spacious idea and more into the in your face time change big song that it is when it got released. And it was cool when we brought the other two back in, like, hey, like, this is what we wrote. And to hear them, like, I think you screamed the first time we changed the time signature.
I was like, you guys are evil, bro. I remember that, though. But it was just so funny how you guys were writing Crown inside and we were writing Ladybug Lady outside, and it was just completely different
Whiplash,
vibes.
dude.
Yeah. And then, honestly, my favorite would have to be Garnet. Steven's not here, but Steven and I wrote the root of that song together, and it was just like a 2 a.m. on a Tuesday night, school night. Oops. But yeah, that was very fun to write with him, and it's really the first song we ever wrote together, just the two of us. It's the first song on the EP besides Tailgate that we wrote, and it was a great process, and felt like it hit close to the heart.
Amazing. When the writing process does happen, what would you say you like try to embody in your writing, like when you're writing the music?
As a drummer, I don't have that much say in the notes, but when it comes to the rhythm, I'll see them doing their thing, and they do it very well and very fast. I'm just not wired like that. When I was writing when they were kind of spitballing back and forth, they are writing the different riffs and chord progressions and stuff like that, and I always come in, hey, how about we make this a 5/4 time switch, and let's up the tempo a little bit, and then go back to the original. It's like, that was just a fun thing I kind of like to add in our writing process, just as much as I can, being a drummer.
A lot of it kind of starts with Steven and I bouncing off, like, hey, listen to this riff I wrote, listen to this progression I wrote, and then when we're finally comfortable enough, like, with the bare bones of the song, we'll play it to Annabelle, and then it's instant lyrics are on it. Like, it's amazing. We're playing, like, we play this rhythm to her, and she starts humming, and then we stop, and she's like, play it one more time. And then she's got, like, a blueprint of the lyrics, and by the third time we play it, like, all it needs is drums, and it's done.
Would you say Annabelle writes most of the lyrics for it, or do you guys all, like...
Isaiah has helped me out with lyrics,
okay.
But predominantly it is me.
Okay.
I'd say I've been writing like lyrics ever since I was in 7th grade. So
that's a while.
Yeah, and it was just like a little hobby I did with the ukulele.
Yeah.
But lyrics are a big part of my songwriting and my personal expression.
It's and when she says I helped with it, I helped with one verse of one song. So it was like a little writer's block. I was like, yeah, what if we say this? And you're like, yeah, that's great. Cool.
You finally got something in there.
I did, dude. I was gunning for the songwriting, dude.
Was it halfway? It was halfway.
It was halfway, yeah.
And I'm just going to add on to that writing process what Annabelle was talking about, just about, the lyrics and, how she's able to create those. I've seen this girl freestyle just off the bat, which just makes me, say on behalf of, the three of us, like, I feel like we would not be able to come out with stuff this efficiently and this quickly without, that sort of,
by far
genius, if you will.
I'd say genius,
Yes.
man. It's crazy. Like,
Yes.
that cabin trip, it was like, yeah, here's the bare bones of this song. Okay, here's the full lyrics. And then we're like, well, all right then.
I will say my writing process is very much like I get a bass down and I might change a few things, but for the most part, it's the same structure. And yeah, we've been writing new stuff, and it just feels like everything's just getting, like, there's no battery dying.
Yeah.
No,
like, writers, like, oh, maybe I just need to step away. Like,
yeah.
It's when somebody else in the band is like, no, like, you need a second, pass it over to us. We'll take over for a little bit. When you're ready to come back to it. But it's always like, if I'm burnt out over writing a bass line, they'll continue, and he'll show me the drum part that he wants to play on it, and that'll usually tell me, okay, this is what I should play. This is how I should play it. So it's all like, it's a team effort. It's not like, oh, one person writes all of our songs. It's all four of us. If you look at the writing credits, it's always all four of us, because each and every person in the band has an opinion that matters. And when it comes to writing, it's a group effort, not just one person.
That's amazing. Thank you guys for coming on, and congrats on your win again.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
Yes,
much.
yes, band.
Yeah, so much. And thanks for everyone who voted for us.
Yes.
And shout out to all of the other bands that were also nominated and all of the bands that are in the scene. I think we're really in a good spot right now. Let's keep that going. Respect our venues.
Respect
That
our
just a little
venues.
PSA. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank
Yeah,
you very
yeah,
much.
thank you. Yes.